Oh, just before you throw those away.
How do you make money for nothing?
Can I have it?
You can have it, yeah.
The answer could be hiding in the 30 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Now this is one seriously unusual tip find.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate user, maker and buyer of old stuff, and I've turned my passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff, and I sell it for profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
These were going to be thrown away. Seriously.
I love it, love it, love it.
she can transform her finds into desirable,
It looks brand new.
valuable,
You are joking.
and hopefully saleable items.
That is a triumph!
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That is amazing.
Today, Sarah's on the hunt for all the hidden treasure the tip can offer. She's in Greater Manchester at the Altrincham Recycling Centre.
In between the polystyrene, the plasma screens and the paper unicorns, there are little gems coming in here, all of which can make money for nothing.
Aside from mythical beasts, it's Sarah's quest to discover 3 items that can go from battered and bruised to brilliant and beautiful.
Round here, we've got to have eyes of a hawk, mentality of a magpie, patience of a saint.
You've also got to have special permission from the site owners before you can take anything out of the tip.
Diamond rings, £50 notes.
Wishful thinking, Sarah. Perhaps mother and daughter Carol and Tamara will be able to provide a hidden gem.
Where's all this stuff coming from then?
I've had it donated off friends and a charity because I had a house fire and I ended up with nothing, and everybody has just been so great and like donated everything.
How
Furniture,
traumatic.
curtains, bedding, a lot.
So what happened?
Clothes for the kids. Yeah.
Everybody was safe though?
Everybody's safe.
Thank goodness for that. People were so generous that Tamara has brought the surplus items that were damaged or in bad condition. Plus, she needs the space.
So how many kids have you got?
I've got 10 altogether.
10?
at home. Yeah.
How old's your oldest and how old's your youngest?
26, youngest is 1.
Blimey. Well, with 10 kids, I bet a bit of extra pocket money could come in handy. So, if Sarah can make a profit to give back to Tamara, all the better.
That's fantastic.
And this old chest of drawers might be just the thing.
So what do you reckon, 1950s, do you think?
I'd say so.
50s?
Yeah, yeah.
It's nice and chunky, isn't it? Yeah, let's just pop it down there. Brilliant, thank you.
Sarah definitely thinks that's a solid find.
I will keep in touch, show you what I've done, and try my best to make you a bit of money. And really nice to meet you.
And you.
And good luck with, getting your house together.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you.
Got to find a home for this one.
While Sarah figures out how to attach that mirror, let's find out what Tamara thinks will become of her chest of drawers.
Probably decoupage, whatever it is. Yeah, and get it painted, get it all stripped back to how it originally was, which would be nice.
So that dress has gone from derelict to decoupage in a matter of moments.
It's well made, it's got great proportions, there is lots of money to be made here, and I know just the person who's going to make it.
Daniel Heath has a passion for all things sustainable. An award-winning wallpaper and textile designer, Daniel loves adding an artistic flair to reclaimed materials, creating made-to-order furniture and contemporary design pieces.
I've always been interested in drawing. I've always drawn things from a very young age. Used to watch wildlife programs and come away and draw the animals. I guess I always wanted to be able to apply those drawings to something. So the roots were graphic design or textiles. And it's actually meant that I've been able to take my imagery and put it on all sorts of different things, and it's been really good fun doing that.
Let's just hope Daniel thinks he can have some more fun with that chunky chest of drawers. That's one off the list with 2 to go. And Sarah, as ever, is full of excellent advice.
Just make sure you're not throwing out any diamonds with the rubbish.
No diamonds. Must make a note of that. Anyway, there might be a jewel of a find in the back of Julian Dowie's car.
Oh, you've got a lovely boot full there. There's all sorts. Where's all this coming from?
This is my son's house. He's moving house.
OK, and you're helping out. He's moving to London?
Yes.
He's leaving you, is he?
Yes, yes. At last.
At last.
I've heard of the bank of Mum and Dad, but the moving company of Mum and Dad?
Who'd have children, hey?
Well, I wouldn't mind, but it's, I was 33. You never get rid of them, really. I don't think.
Well, don't say that.
Well, it does mean you've got the pick of his old stuff, Sarah. What do you think of those chairs?
I think these good solid chairs, aren't they? They're, yeah, handmade. Nice shape base to them. Nice and sturdy. Normally they really wobble. Don't sit down, I might not get up. Yeah, comfortable. Have to be comfortable, don't
Yes.
they? If it would be OK to take away these chairs,
Yeah, that would be nice, yeah.
I really appreciate those. I'm going to take those away.
Sarah's legged it with the chairs, but what do Julian Dowie think will become of them?
Yeah, if you can do something, if they were sanded down and just that natural wood brought back up again.
Here's hoping the chairs will still have legs in the sales market. Sarah certainly thinks so.
Charming, solid, bit of 50s styling on here, and potential to give them a really charming makeover. And we know who likes doing that, don't we?
Jay Blades is a builder turned philosophy graduate turned furniture restorer.
A couple of people have asked me, how do I describe my style? And personally, I don't know. I call myself a modern restorer, which basically means I restore furniture for a modern market.
Jay has his finger on the pulse of modern design interiors, reworking the very best of British craftsmanship and bringing it to the 21st century.
Someone did say to me once that your furniture makes me feel happy. So I used to call my furniture happy furniture because it makes you smile and adds a little bit of humour to your house. My style is definitely not boring. My style is definitely not run-of-the-mill.
At the moment, those chairs aren't exactly avant-garde, so Jay might have his work cut out making them his own. With 2 items loaded into Sarah's van, it's now time for her to find her own money-making project.
Oh, goody. It was a U-bend. Haven't had one of those before.
Let's just let that one go, eh? Oh, look, Christine and Matthew have a boot full of loot.
Oh, hiya. I love that.
It's been in the attic for quite a while.
Isn't it cool? No, it's not
No,
cool. It's not
no,
cool.
it's
Well,
not.
actually, it is cool.
No, I'm with Matthew, it's not cool.
So you said it's been in an attic.
Yeah, I think it's Axminster, I think.
Lovely, British quality
Yeah,
wool.
yeah. It used to be the lounge carpet, I think.
Wow, and so, yeah, it looks like may have been used or may have been under the sideboard or something like that, doesn't it? So how old's your house, or?
Well, it's the 1930s, so yeah, that could be at least 50 years old or something like that.
These type of carpets have been made in the Devon town of Axminster for more than 260 years. And they're still supplied to classy residences all over the world today. Christine and Matthew, however, need convincing of this carpet's merits.
People love this kind of thing. Can you see it?
No.
Right, I'm going to roll up the carpet and say thank you so much for letting me have it. And I will have fun, actually. I really will.
Well, if anyone can have fun with a bit of old carpet, it's Sarah. Hopefully, Christine and Matthew will see its beauty when she's done with it.
She said you can trim it up and make a runner or something out of it, because actually it's quite good quality, wasn't it? Or one of those like old-fashioned carpet bags. Which actually, that might be quite retro, mightn't it, actually?
Yeah, I think Matthew's going to need a little bit more convincing.
Love it? See the potential? Oh, no, honestly, this is going to be lovely. Beautiful 1950s original carpet. I don't think this bit has been used that much. It will need a really good clean-up if we're going to make any money out of it. But this could be fantastic. Loads of potential here.
Another great day and 3 items found. Daniel will reflect on Tamara's mirror and drawers. Jay will play with Julian Dowie's 2 chairs. And Sarah will hope to find some magic in Christine and Matthew's carpet.
I would say, on balance, it's been a great day here at Altrincham. I've collected a classy cluster of cracking future collectibles, all of which I know will make some money for nothing.
The East London borough of Walthamstow was home to revolutionary Victorian designer William Morris. Today, print designer Daniel continues that radical vision. And he's already thinking creative and thrifty thoughts. Good man, Dan.
I've got a few designs that I've got in mind, and hopefully, you know, we can bring things in at a good price so that we can make a profit.
A man-sized profit's definitely what Sarah's looking for.
That peach princess, I think, really needs a masculine makeover. So I'm hoping Daniel is the man for the job and that he'll help me carry it upstairs.
Daniel's just the lad if you've got something heavy.
There you go.
Okay. Great. Okay, so mirror for up there.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I have got the legs for it. I'm wondering if maybe we should put them on to see what it looks like, to give you an idea about the proportion of it.
It'd be nice to make it more contemporary.
Would you be keen to keep it just one colour?
I think maybe we keep it one colour. We might do something tonal on the drawer fronts.
Daniel might opt for a 2-tone look on the dressing table, but the girly peach paint job definitely has to go. And he's got another idea.
Well, the mirror's great. We can detach the mirror, and then what you'll get is you'll get a nice, really, really delicate illustration that we can work onto the back of theirs.
That sounds brilliant. I had not thought that you would get detail onto that, so that is a real bonus.
They've decided on a radical redesign, but what's all that going to cost?
Well, I think there's a fair amount of work to do on it, as we can see, so I think it's going to come in at around 400.
I'm happy at that price.
Great. Thanks very much.
There's profit to be made, isn't there?
There certainly is.
Brilliant. I can't wait to see it. Daniel Heath is never one to disappoint, is he? He's going to turn that feminine, pink, not very classy thing into a dapper gentleman. I can't wait to see the results. I know I'm going to make a profit.
Sarah's confident, but then she doesn't have to do any of the work.
Sarah's brought me quite a challenging piece. It looks like somebody's obviously had a go at trying to make something of it over, you know, several paints of coat.
You'll definitely have a lot of paints of coat to do before that's presentable.
There we go.
Daniel has a budget of £400 for that transformation, but will he really manage to turn peach and fuzzy into butch and beautiful? The West Midlands city of Wolverhampton was once home to a large iron and steel industry. Today it's home to Jay Blades, who's eagerly awaiting some tip treasure.
Well, Sarah's coming along today. Obviously going to bring me something nice and interesting from a rubbish dump, I'll have you know.
Nice and interesting, Jay. That's asking a lot.
These chairs are solid and brown and quite nice, but so dull. And what I need is Jay to absolutely go to the edge with them and make them into something amazing. Hiya.
You all right?
Yeah. Guess what I've got for you? Chairs, man, more chairs.
Lovely chairs.
And Daddy said lovely.
Yeah, well, they look like they're real, yeah, they are real wood. So
They are?
Yeah, they're lovely chairs. Solid. Yeah, these are gorgeous. These are really good. Little farmhouse or kitchen chairs. What ideas have you got for these?
I think out of the farmhouse and into the 21st century. I'm hoping that you don't mind putting some colour on them.
You want colour, I'll give you colour. My juices are flowing in this one. I like the idea of I can add a bit of colour. This is really cool. Really, really cool.
So the dull chairs are in for a colourful J-Blades transformation.
I won't say too much about what I'm going to do to them, but they are going to be wow.
How much money do you want to make them wow? Hit me with it. Come on.
He's thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Still thinking. Still thinking.
I'm going to say 75 a piece, 75 each, to make these wow.
I'll leave them in your very capable hands.
Thank you. It's very kind of you.
I'll hopefully come back and find something a bit prettier next time I see you.
Well, they're going to be pretty amazing. They're not just going to be pretty and amazing together.
Go for it.
Okay?
Can't wait to see them.
No
Take
problem.
care.
You too. You take care. It's going to look really cutting edge, really trendy. It's not even trendy, sorry. These are going to be setting the trend. These two are just going to get that woo factor, is what they're going to get.
Woo! But is the woo factor really going to be enough to see Sarah turn a profit on these? At a budget of £150, they'll need every bit of bling Jay can bring. Under the wide skies of the idyllic Sussex countryside, Sarah's at home in her farmhouse. And she's about to get to grips with a colourful item of her own. That roll of old carpet she grabbed at the tip.
I absolutely love this big, bold, floral style of carpet, but I really want to make the most of it, so I've decided that I want to make luggage out of it. Victorians used to make carpet bags and use them all the time, and original ones sell for an absolute fortune, but I'm hoping just to create something that is pretty and usable and make a few quid out of it.
The Victorians might have been a dab hand at carpet bags, but Sarah's never made one before, so this job ain't gonna be simple.
I think there are going to be quite a few challenges trying to create something that is useful and saleable.
Especially since the carpet's been gathering dust in an attic.
So first job is to give it a really good clean.
I'll say, Sarah's borrowed a domestic carpet cleaner for the job. And she'll need it.
I've never used one before, but can't be that difficult, can it? Power on.
Before the suitcase became popular, carpet bags were used as luggage by travellers who would otherwise have to take heavy wooden trunks.
Who knew carpet cleaning was so much fun?
It looks a riot.
So much brighter. Just going to roll it up in front of the fire so I can get it to dry.
With the carpet de-ponged, Sarah's got to figure out how she'll create the structure of the new bag she wants to make.
And luckily, somebody who knows I like an old thing has given me this bag.
Sarah plans to combine the skeleton of the tatty old leather bag with the carpet fabric to make her new luggage. But first, she'll need to take the bag apart.
I've only got one chance to get this right, so I need to cut carefully. Maybe I'll just pull it apart first and see what happens.
Maybe you should think it through, Sarah.
Ooh.
Or just rip it to bits. That'll work too.
I don't really like the idea of having a comfort zone, but I'm well out of it right now. Excellent, it's all coming together really well.
Chin up, Sarah.
But I love a challenge.
Atta girl. With the leather bag stripped back to its bare bones, she cuts panels from the carpet fabric.
I'm just using a nice sharp craft knife because it's easier than cutting it up with scissors because this is really tough stuff. As soon as I cut carpet, it starts to fray. So what I've got to do is find a way of stabilising this edge so that my carpet bag doesn't just become a bag of fluff every time you touch it.
It's a nightmare. Oh, it's done it again.
That's a real problem, but Sarah's got a solution in the shape of her trusty sewing machine.
If I were to stitch fabric strips along the edge, maybe I could stitch the fabric together and get a really good join in the bag.
Thrifty Sarah had these flowery fabric offcuts at home that she's now using as the bag's end panels.
Yes, it'll work.
Will it, Sarah? It still looks much more carpet than bag to me. She has her work cut out if that's ever going to be saleable. As she already had the scraps of material, so far Sarah's only spent £5 on some strong glue. Stick with it, Sarah. Back in his studio in Walthamstow, East London, Daniel's turning his attention to the dressing table. One of the first jobs is to remove that thick layer of gloss paint. Now that's going to be a tough job.
So I'm going to strip down the paint, and I think that I'm going to see what the condition is of the piece underneath. I'm still a bit concerned about how we're going to get the paint off without messing up the top surface. I'm hoping that putting a bit of heat on the paint surface will just bubble it up, so then we can scrape it off, because... Oh.
Whoops, don't drop your drawers, Daniel. This heat gun will help to strip the thick paint from the wood beneath.
So it's bubbling up. I'm hoping that will mean... Yeah, lovely under there. It's actually really nice. I think it's teak. I wonder if that will change my ideas, what I do with it, in terms of painting the drawers.
With this discovery, Daniel might ditch the plan to paint them and instead expose the natural wood. That's going to mean a lot of painstaking prep work. But that doesn't daunt a perfectionist like our Dan.
This piece of furniture was made nearly 60 years ago, but you sand it back and actually it's still great underneath. It's built to last. I'm going to carry on scraping.
You do that, Daniel. It's going to take you a while. Over in Wolverhampton, it's time for Jay to give the pair of chairs the blades treatment.
I'm hoping to make these look really gorgeous.
Jay's got a visitor to his studio today.
I don't mind, as long as they don't start to decorate it the way that they do. Yeah, the pigeons are a pain in the bum.
So while hoping Percy's not going to make a contribution, on with work on the chairs.
This is chalk paint, and basically with chalk paint you don't need to rub down, you can just paint on straight onto the furniture, and it will give you an instant kind of look of how the finished article is going to be.
Having promised Sarah a vibrant, colourful J Blades original, it's no surprise he's painting them a striking shade of... grey.
Sometimes what happens is I apply a paint and then I can see the design coming up in my mind, and this is really going to work. It's going to be really, really cool.
The special furniture paint Jay's applying gives a neat matte look.
I've gone for it now, so I'll have to make a commitment. So now what I'm thinking is to paint the leg. I want to do loads of different effects, but I've got to take it nice and easy.
Jay's decided on a colourful accent on only one of the legs of each chair.
Those, I think, they work really, really well together. I could even take that one out and add that in there. So, I'm going to give it a go.
Go on then. Jay's planning to create a drip effect on the leg, so he's diluting the paint and raising the leg up to stop paint pooling at the bottom.
This is going to be a really organic kind of drip. So the more you start to put on in certain areas, the drips will just form itself.
Is that really going to give the chair leg a stylish finish?
Now, I've made a choice to do this colour before this one. Now the yellow looks a bit too similar. It looks, ooh, look at that.
Careful, Jay. I hope you're making more than just a mess there.
Sometimes you have mistakes, but I'm going to use that, actually. I'm going to use that paint. That just means I've just got to work even quicker.
Well, hurry up then. Do you know, I think I'm beginning to see where you got this idea from, Jay. In Walthamstow, Daniel's still hard at work on the dressing table. Today, he's helped by his assistant Laura, and it's a good job because it's intricate work.
The primer from the previous paint job is still in there. Just getting the last remnants out with little scalpels.
Scalpels? This is less like woodwork and more like surgery.
Gotta get it all.
But I think it'll be worth it. I think it's gonna have a good result.
Once every last atom of old paint has been removed, Daniel's planning to paint the exterior of the unit and oil the front of the drawers to showcase the natural wood grain.
We'll have a nice contrast between the kind of warm, orangey wood and the cool, dark blue that we're going to use on the outer casings.
But before all that, a base coat. He's even going to line the drawers with wallpaper of his own design.
This should be enough, unless I'm not doing my calculations right.
Daniel's going all out to create a unique and sophisticated new item for Sarah. But this is all taking a lot of time. Is he really going to be able to deliver on budget? Back in her farmhouse in the West Sussex countryside, Sarah's putting the finishing touches to her new carpet bag.
And make sure this side is really well stuck before I carry on.
When she picked it up, this was a length of unloved floral carpet. Now, Sarah's transformed it into an attractive, useful and quirky carpet bag, just waiting to be packed for a weekend away. The frame of the old leather satchel has been incorporated to give the bag structure, and the contrasting floral fabric at the sides gives it a sophisticated look. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Well, it turns out that you really can make a carpet bag out of an old rug. I'm really pleased with it.
Jolly good. When Sarah first spied them, Christine and Matthew were chucking out scraps of unwanted carpet that had been stashed in the loft.
I love that.
Well, it's been in the attic for quite a while.
They weren't that sure Sarah was onto a winner here.
People love this kind of thing. Can you see it?
No.
But they gave her their strip of carpet and their blessing.
Well, have fun with that.
Sarah's taking photos in order to sell the new luggage. And sure enough, one stylish buyer snapped up the bag. Now, 21st century girl Sarah's straight back on the laptop.
Matthew and Christine spend their winters in Spain.
So Sarah will speak to them via webcam.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, thank you, yeah.
It was great that you came along with your carpet just when you did, because I'd been looking for something like that for ages to work on.
Oh, really?
I've sent you some pictures of what we did with it.
Oh
my God!
that's unbelievable.
No, is that the same carpet? Wow!
It just looks a high-end, sort of unbelievable transformation.
I sold it as well after I made it. And I've got, I don't know if you can see it properly here, but I've got a little something to share with you for your carpet. £90 here for you that I'm going to send over to Spain for you.
That was just amazing.
We didn't expect anything like that, and well, we just thought, well, what we could do with the money. Maybe my mother's coming over and we'll take her for a paella.
Oh, that's fantastic news. Well, it was really lovely to catch up with you, and I'm so pleased you're having such a lovely time over there, and I will wire this across to you as soon as.
Oh.
Take care. Thanks ever so much. Bye-bye.
Spendthrift Sarah spent a grand total of £5 on craft glue for that transformation, as she already had the leather bag and fabric. Sarah sold the carpet bag for £95, giving her a £90 profit to pass on to Christine and Matthew. Olé! In Walthamstow, Daniel Heath's putting a final shine on the 1950s dressing table with mirror.
Well, I'm back in East London to see if Daniel Heath has managed to change the drab dressing table into something beautiful. It was right up his street, so I really hope he's nailed it.
When Sarah picked it up, this was a vision in peach. Girly and stuck in its dated paint job. Now it's a slick and stylish cobalt blue beauty. All of the hard work revealing the original wood grain on the drawers has paid off splendidly. And Daniel's aviary of etchings are an elegant and airy touch. But will Sarah be drawn to it?
I'm looking forward to showing Sarah what we've done with it. It was a lovely shape to work with, a nice piece to work on, especially considering how it came in.
You said it, Daniel.
Daniel, hiya.
Hello, Sarah, how you doing?
I'm really well. Is that really it?
That's it, yeah, that's what was underneath all that pink.
The wood's beautiful.
The grain is quite lovely.
And that mirror, it's lovely. These are just charming, aren't
Thank
they?
you.
Beautiful etchings on there.
Tucked away, there's even more.
Oh, what a surprise.
We've lined the drawers because we wanted to bring in some more pattern into the piece as well, so yeah.
That's a really lovely touch. I think that's beautiful to get that extra bit, and that colourway inspired him. Oh, wow.
Wallpaper of Daniel's own design in the drawers makes another personal touch.
I really can't believe how stylish it looks.
It's a smart
packed
piece.
in there, isn't it?
I think it's safe to say that Daniel's got one satisfied customer in Sarah. She might even sell it if she can stop enthusing long enough.
I think you've created something that's hugely saleable, and it's just how hard to resell it for because it's beautiful.
Yeah, I couldn't believe what it was hiding basically underneath the kind of thick pink gloss.
When Sarah first spotted them, mother and daughter Carol and Tamara were clearing out surplus items after disaster struck at home.
Because I had a house fire and I ended up with nothing, and everybody has just been so great and donated everything.
Tamara's is a busy household.
So how many kids have you got?
I've got 10 altogether.
10? How old's your oldest and how old's your youngest?
26, youngest is 1.
Sarah was happy to help her free up some space by taking the dressing table, which has since been reborn as a beautiful blue bit of bedroom furniture. And it wasn't long before the dressing table found a new home. A keen customer spotted a shot of it proudly displayed on Daniel Heath's Instagram account. Now it's off to be delivered to its new owner. And Sarah's returned to Greater Manchester to update Tamara and Mum Carol on what became of their dump-destined item.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Hello, Tamara. Oh, Carol, hi there. How are you? I remember meeting you. So you were looking like you had been very busy when I last saw you.
Decorating,
Yeah.
clearing.
The dressing table, it wasn't a very modern-looking thing. It hadn't been well decorated, had it?
No,
It wasn't you, was it?
No, it wasn't me. It was already like that.
Did you have any idea what we might do with it?
Probably repainted it, maybe.
Change the handles.
Yeah.
A bit of an update.
Yeah.
I took it along to a guy called Daniel Heath, and he specialises in surface pattern design. So, do you want to see what he did with it?
Yeah.
Here is your dressing table. So he stripped it back.
Yeah.
And he
That's lovely.
repainted
Look at the
it and
mirror.
finished it and engraved the mirror.
That's gorgeous.
That's lovely.
So I did manage to sell your dressing table. I've actually got some money here. I've got £350.
No. Shut up. Wow. Wow, Sarah.
All yours.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
That's brilliant.
It's an absolute pleasure.
I didn't really expect that, honestly. It was brilliant.
And what will you do with it? Any ideas?
I'm going to buy a new TV with it. I had one donated and I was very grateful. The sound went on it this morning, so I'm going to replace the telly.
Excellent. Well, really great to
Brilliant.
catch up.
Thank you, Sarah.
Nice to see you,
Thank
Carol,
so
as well.
much.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
I am so pleased that this particular project has turned out well, because Tamara and her family have been through lots recently, and I think that money is going to come in handy.
Daniel's materials and labour on the dressing table came in on budget at £400. It then sold for a splendid £750, leaving Sarah with £350 to hand over to Tamara. Back in Wolverhampton, Jay has put the finishing touches to the pair of chairs.
I'm happy as a bumblebee. These, I believe, could go in an art gallery. They are really that good.
I'll call the tape modern now, Jay. But will Sarah be as excited?
I have been really looking forward to see what Jay has managed to do to those two boring old farmhouse-style chairs that I dropped off. So I'm hoping he's managed to sprinkle some magic on them and turn them into something really fantastic.
Sarah challenged Jay to transport these solid but dull chairs from their country cottage past into the 21st century. And Jay has certainly not disappointed. With a bit of elbow grease and the flick of a wrist, he's given them a whole new future on the interior's cutting edge. The cool grey base coat makes the perfect canvas on which to showcase the bright, bold neon drip effect, which brings the chairs alive with personality and colour. Jay's justifiably proud of his handiwork, so let's hope Sarah takes to them as well.
What do you think?
They're really cool.
I think they're really, really cool. I'm over the moon with them, to tell you the honest truth.
I think they're really sophisticated. It's just really quite clever.
Sophisticated, that's quite cool. That's a nice one. I like that.
Well, if you had done it all over,
Yeah.
or you had not paired it up with such a lovely finish,
Yeah.
I think it would look childlike. But what you've done looks cool. It's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I think it really does look cool. I really, really like it.
You've certainly managed to give them a new identity, because they were pretty boring before, weren't they?
They was a bit, yeah.
And what's more, Jay's labour and materials are on budget too, at £150 for the pair.
Do you reckon I'm going to turn a profit on these or not?
I think you're going to turn a profit.
I think they're fantastic.
No problem. Can do.
Thanks.
All right?
We've started something big here.
Yes, yes. No, we started a trend. That's what that is. It's a trend setter. You take care now.
Bye.
Bye.
There is not a trace of country cottage left on those chairs. He's blown away the cobwebs and brought out all their best features. And that design idea is really clever.
Dowie and Julie were clearing out their son Owen's stuff in preparation for a big move.
He's leaving you, is he?
Yes, yes, at last.
At last.
Sarah took a shine to their pair of chairs.
Good, solid chairs, aren't they? They're handmade.
Dowie and Julie were happy to let her have them.
Do something with those
Yes,
two.
you can do something. They were sanded down and just that natural wood brought back up again.
That's not what happened. But the chairs have now been completely reinvented for the modern age. And what's more, they've been sold to an online vintage and retro furniture specialist. Owner Nick Smith agrees that the chairs are cool customers.
I love the detailed paintwork on the chairs. They look really cool. Yeah, I like all these paint splatters on the legs. They look really good. Different, very different.
Time to head to North Wales, and with Dowie busy at work, Sarah will be showing Julie what became of the chairs.
Hi there.
Hello, Sarah.
Very
Nice to see you again.
And you, and you. Well, it was great seeing you at the tip and being really helpful. You were helping your son move, weren't you?
Yes, yes, it was a busy day.
I saw lots of things I was interested in that he was disposing of. One of them was the pair of chairs, the stick-back chairs. So I've got some pictures here to show you of how they ended up. I don't know how much they look like the chairs that you remember, but...
Oh, gosh. Well, no, they were wood, weren't they? Like a pine effect.
Yes.
That's beautiful,
So
aren't they?
what he's done is he's given them a good coat of paint, and he has put
Just a bit of colour on.
bit of colour just on the legs, just to give them a little something different.
It's lovely.
So I did actually manage to sell the chairs, and I've got a
Did
little
you?
bit of money here to hand over. Not a fortune, but I have got. There's £5 there.
Oh, good heavens.
And 20 more to go with it for
Well, thank you very
your son's old
much.
chairs. So you worked really hard that day. What are you going to do with the money?
Well, I had thought it would be nice to go out for a meal, but I think it would be nice to give it to Owen as well, because he bought the chairs originally. And it's lovely to see that they've been brought up to such a high standard, so I think Owen would appreciate it.
Oh, it was a pleasure, and thank you so much for your time at the tip. I'm here today.
Enjoyed it very much. I did tell Owen, he was quite excited.
Excellent. Well, lovely to catch up. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I think Julie's a very helpful and generous mother, because not only did she help her son move, she let us have those chairs, and she's going to give the profit back to him.
Jay's labour and materials on the chairs came in at £150. Sarah sold the pair for £175, leaving her £25 to hand over to Julie. That Duchess of Dump Divers, Sarah, has rescued a trio of items from a life of grime. The roll of carpet has a stylish new future as a treasured weekend bag. One peachy dressing table was dragged gleaming into the modern day. And two old wooden chairs are now the hippest new seats on the block.
Well, they were 3 brilliant transformations from tip bound to top end, with money for nothing made along the way.